guys, so in this tutorial, the next palette I used from the Beaute Paradise collection was the Blossom Passion palette. Before we begin, I want to quickly address my last video. If you watched that video, I used the Paradise Fallen palette and the shimmers were just not blending or sticking at all to my lid. I cut out a good 30 minutes of footage of me just trying to blend everything and try to pack those colors onto my lid. I was informed that I got a bad batch because that wasn't supposed to happen. But then I tried out the shimmers in my other Beaute Paradise palettes and they worked perfectly fine. I know that they're an indie brand, so I could totally understand if they couldn't afford to send out new palettes to people who got bad batches like me. I was getting comments and messages saying that the same thing happened to them, where they either had a problem like me with one palette with the shimmers not working, or people who had a problem with all the palettes and the shimmers and just the deep colors not working. But yeah, definitely email them if you had a problem, and don't let anyone talk down to you and blame it on you and your technique. Unless your technique is to apply your eyeshadows with the fork, then I'm pretty sure you're okay. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe and let's begin the tutorial. Okay guys, so first I'm gonna prime my eyes with NYX's eyeshadow base. I usually don't show what primer I'm using because it's always the same thing. It's either that eyeshadow base or it's whatever concealer is right next to me. Okay, so the first shade we're gonna go into is Love, and we're just gonna blend that slightly above the crease. First, I'm just gonna pack it on. Look how bright pink that is. Okay, then after we pack it on, we're just gonna blend out the edges. Okay, we're just gonna take that same color and just smudge it on the lower lash line. And we're also gonna try to connect it to that pink up there. Okay, I'm just gonna add some more of that pink. That pink is super vibrant. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Dahlia. And with Dahlia, I'm just going to blend out that pink. Now I'm going to go in with the black eyeshadow. You can use the color Seduction. I don't know what color that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a black. But compared to the black in the Paradise Fallen palette, this doesn't look like a black. So for black, I'm just going to be using Makeup Geek's Corrupt. And I'll just quickly swatch these blacks so you could see the difference between them. Okay, so I'm just going to swatch black out. And then Seduction. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be a black. I feel like there's just a little bit of purple in there. And then Makeup Geek's Corrupt. Okay, so this is a Paradise Fallen black. And this is the black light color from the Blossom Passion palette. See, I feel like that's supposed to be like a deep purple or brown, not so much a black. And this is Makeup Geek Corrupt. And that's what I was saying on my last video, how that's not really the blackest black I own. But since I really want a black, I will be using Makeup Geek's Corrupt. But if you only want to stick to one palette, then I would go ahead and just use that deep color that's in this palette. Okay, so I'm just going to take that black and the pencil brush. And I'm just going to tap that on first and then blend it out. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the color Lust, and just blend out the edges of that black. Just take your time with this. I know black eyeshadow is pretty intimidating to work with, but all you have to do is just be patient and take your time blending it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back in with that first pink and just blend out the edges. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut my crease. Okay, and now I'm just going to set that concealer with the color Gardenia, since it kind of looks like a skin tone color. Okay, now I'm just going to grab a clean pencil brush and I'm going to go in with Beauty, and I'm going to pack that on right next to the black. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the color Peony and just put that right in the center. And we're just going to softly blend these two colors together. Okay, so since we lost some of that black, I'm just going to grab a winged liner brush and that black eyeshadow and just draw right above that halo eye. Okay, I'm just going to add some more of that pink color Love just above the crease one last time. Okay, so since I want that top part of that peony color to really stand out, I'm going to use a nude liner. If you have hooded eyes, this would be really good to make that part stand out. So you can use a white liner, you can use a glitter liner, but I'm just going to use this nude liquid liner from NYX. It's their Aqualuxe Glam liner in Glam Nude. Okay, so I'm just going to put that liner right up there. Just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to smoke out that lower lash line with the color Lust. Okay, so for lashes, I'm going to go in with xoBeauty's Glamourista. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with Sigma's Foxglove. I bought this thinking it was magenta because if you look on Sigma's Instagram, when people wore this, it looked like such a pretty magenta, but this is not magenta. I'm not a huge fan of like bright pink or just pink lipsticks. I mean, hey, I might as well use it. Okay guys, so final thoughts on this palette. I definitely love it more than the Paradise Fallen palette. Like I said, that could just probably be a bad batch, but all the colors I used blended so well. The shimmers worked perfectly. It took me half the amount of time it did to blend and put all these colors on my lid compared to my last video. And it's funny because pink is my least favorite shadow to work with, but I really love this palette. The pinks are so vibrant and they just blend so well. I would 100% choose this over my Lime Crime Venus extra large palette because like look how vibrant that is compared to this palette, and this is like almost $60. I think it was 50 something. But yeah, see with this palette, I definitely think it's worth the price. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and I'll see you in the next video.